sister. Welcome to the Happy, Purposeful, and Free podcast, where we are all about going after our dreams, living aligned with our soul's purpose, and playing all out. I'm your guide, Katrina Lelly, life and biz mentor, entrepreneur, mama of four, wife, and big kid at heart. This is where you will get the realest of the real from me and our special guests about living a life with passion, alignment, and what's true for you. We don't do the small talk around here. We are all about being who we are, sharing the tools, tips, all the behind the scenes, and inspiring stories that empower you to boldly pursue your life. I will share all the goods on life, business, and relationships so that you can start living your happy, purposeful, and free. Let's do this thing together. Hello, welcome back to the Happy, Purposeful, and Free podcast. I am your host, Katrina Lelly. Oh, beautiful soul. I am so excited that you are here. And I always believe that we come upon a place for a reason. We are led to a space, a podcast, a relationship, a job, just a space in time for a reason, as nothing truly happens by accident. When you are so tapped in to the divine and your energy and the awesomeness of this world, you will notice that you are led to certain things and people and places for certain reasons at certain times in your life. We truly are this collective energy that is just so beautiful. And I want to come and share, what is it actually like to be aligned with your soul's purpose? What does it actually feel like to know that you're aligned in your purpose with what you are meant to really do on this earth? What are you really meant to do during this time? So what does that actually feel like? Well, you literally will use the words like, my soul is on fire. I feel like my soul has been ignited. And you also will notice just the amazing things that are getting attracted into your life. There seems to be a flow. There seems to be an incredible passion for life, for your relationships, for your kids, for yourself. And there's this undeniable joy that you will experience. There is laughter. When you wake up, you are excited to wake up. You won't feel as though everything is so darn hard. I know that many of you are feeling kind of like worn down and when is this going to end, especially with the way the world is right now? When is this going to end? When I get to, or when I have, kind of going back to last week's episode, when I talked all about that be, do, have. And really, it's about doing the inner work. It's getting to the root causes of what's causing you to be overwhelmed, stressed, frustrated, why things seem so damn hard. Why can't it just work out for me? I know many of you are asking this question, or you're questioning yourself. You're not truly tapping into who you are in your intuition. And there's discomfort, and there's inconsistency, and there's that frustration again. And I want to invite you to really take a look at yourself and where things are. Maybe they feel pretty good. Maybe you're in that space like, yeah, things are good. I've got a lot of good things happening. Maybe some of you are in that space of, things are great. I'm not excited to wake up every day. I'm not feeling flow, but I'm feeling like, it's a good time. And then others of you are like, oh my gosh, I don't want to wake up. I don't want to get out of bed. All of the things. But I want to tell you, no matter where you fall in those categories, those things I just described, the best way to truly identify where you're at is to sit down and take a look. Where is my life at today? How am I feeling? Is my life truly aligned with my purpose? Because when your life is aligned with your purpose, things are just simpler. They're not easy necessarily because, we get to show up, we get to be different because it requires a new level of being. It requires a new level of yourself. And so when you're aligned with your purpose, you're aligned with your higher self, you just know. And things don't get to you so much. Things don't really get to who you are. The best way to really find out and discover what that actually looks like is to sit down and take a look. And I'm going to invite you right now to go take a look. Go over to my Instagram, @KatrinaLelly. This is the easiest way to do it because I haven't figured out how to get it linked up to my website yet, truth be told. And I'm the one that does all the techie stuff, and I was not having fun with tech, so I made it simple. Go over to my Instagram, @KatrinaLelly. It's just my first and last name. Go pick up my check-in sheet that I created just for you. This is my life on purpose. Am I aligned? Check-in sheet. How well is my life? How on fire is my life? And you're going to rate yourself in a few different categories on a scale from 1 to 10. And, 1 means different things to everybody. 10 means different things to everybody. But really just kind of allow yourself to take some time to get honest with yourself. Be transparent with yourself in this process and trust what comes up for you without judgment. Usually the first thought is your best thought when it comes to rating where you're at on this sheet on a scale of 1 to 10. There are no right or wrong answers. It's completely just feedback for you. It's to allow you to take a real look at where you're at and whether or not you're ready to choose into more for yourself. And like I said, we can't know where we're going. We can't really identify, until we sit down and like physically write it out and start like, okay, how well do I feel about this? And be honest, if you're 10s out of 10s all the way down, I freaking think that's fabulous. Reach out because I want to know. I want to know what that's like for you. But if you're under a 10 on that scale, if you're at a 6 or a 7 or an 8, where I believe many of you are, in some of those categories, not all of those categories, why are you not at a 10? And again, not a place from judgment. This isn't a space for you to judge yourself. It's really just a check-in. It's a check-in to see where you're at and take an honest look. And then there's some journal questions underneath the ratings of those categories, some journal questions for you to really take some time and kind of just tap into like what's coming up for you. What does that look like? What are you willing to do? What are you not willing to do? But I think that this tool is going to be incredibly helpful for you. That's why I've created it. It's so important that we check in with ourselves every so often. Like, where is that off? And it helps you, like, people talk about balance. I'm not sure that balance is really a thing. I think it's more like we flow. But, kind of like, where am I at in life? Are my relationships failing, but my business is thriving? Or is my business failing, but my relationships are thriving. And why is that? So where do I get to grow? Where do I get to grow? Where's that space for that? And like, who do I need to help do, or what do I need to do differently? I think that there is such a, there's the coaching space, this online space is so loud right now. And there's a lot of people out there seeing a lot of things. And there's a lot of people out there teaching you a lot of strategy and how to do this and how to do that. But what's missing, in my opinion, is this inner work. This inner work that builds your belief, that gets you aligned with your soul's purpose. To where no matter what you do, it's beautiful, it's magical, it's amazing, it's full of passion and joy and happiness and laughter and connection. All of those things. I think it's possible. I know it's possible. We were here. We're created for a divine purpose. And so what is your purpose? What does that look like for you? Head on over to my Instagram account, Katrina Lelly. Go to the link in my bio, and you're going to see right there where you can click on to get my check-in freebie. Go do it. And then I would love for you to share with me your feedback. What are you finding? What do you need pointed in the right direction? Do you need help and support in some way? I would so appreciate that. You cannot know where you're going or what to until you actually sit down and evaluate. And we know when we get stuck in our heads and when we're up in our heads, that's not a true identification of where life is, what things are doing. It helps to put pen to paper. It helps to like evaluate it, look at it, get down and get really transparent with yourself. Get honest with yourself without judgment. I am so excited to see what you guys find through this process, through this tool that I brought to you. Definitely go check it out and let me know what you find. Make sure you send me a DM, send me an email. All the things are in the show notes on how to get a hold of me. I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you so much for listening. And if you loved this episode and know of someone else who has a powerful story and are doing big things, please pass them on to me. It would mean the world to me if you helped me get this message out to as many listeners as I can. So please, if you liked what you heard, it goes a long way to take 60 seconds, leave me a 5-star review, and share this episode with a girlfriend. Don't forget to tag me on social media, and if that's not your thing, shoot me a DM because I would like to personally thank you for doing so. We are not meant to do this life alone, and I'm so grateful to be on this journey with you. Until next time.